sexy, sustainability.
Meditate, masturbate, medicate. And we are back, guys. And guess what? We have a guest on the show. You guys, I'm so excited. I love this girl so much. I have so much respect for you, girl. This is Jeez Loueez. She is a renowned queer, Black, beautiful burlesque dancer artist. And she's joining us, guys. Say hi, Jeez.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
You guys, she's busy boots. So I'm just happy she has some time to kind of like put us in her schedule. So
I always make time. I make time.
You know what though? And you know what? I respect that so much because you guys, so back in the day, the reason I know Jesus, she was living in Chicago. And she has an amazing variety show performance that she puts on. It was annually, but now with COVID and everything, it's kind of like whenever you can get the production together in that sense. However, it is amazing. It's Jeezy Juke's Juke joint. Okay. And I was a part of it. There it is there. If you guys are watching in the visuals, there you go. The cutest. I'm obsessed with the artwork for your show. It's really perfect. I have a t-shirt, by the way.
Yes.
I wore it today, actually. I do have a t-shirt. I should have wore it today. I wear it, girl, all the time. It's in my drawer. Yeah. So, well, I love that because you put on the show and it features like Black, queer, it's so inclusive. And then she has like comedians, she has, burlesque dance, she has pole dancers. So I was one of the pole dancers on your show.
Yes,
she hired me.
Killed it.
Thank you.
So good. So
yeah,
good.
Well, you know what? When it comes to, because I know Jeezy Jukes is coming back to Chicago, which I'm really excited. I already bought my ticket, so I'm really excited. Yes. So if you guys haven't, if you're in the Chicagoland area, I'll put the link in the show notes where you guys can watch her perform. It's going to be in March, correct?
Yeah, March 24th through 26th.
Sickening. Also, it's a 3-night affair.
3 nights, 4 shows. We're not playing.
No. And the thing is, your production, like your shows, don't disappoint, and they're always full of exuberant. Like I've met so many people from doing and we connected, and people from all over too. Like I think the girl from, her name is Zara. She's from Toronto, I believe, or she's in Canada.
Yes.
Yeah. She's an amazing burlesque. What was that? Zyra. Yes.
Yeah.
I still follow her, and she's still killing it too. And like just a countless and many other performers. But anyways, I want to let Jeezy introduce herself and tell us a little about who you are and just like, share your loveliness with us.
Wow, where to begin? Well, I'm coming to you from the lovely Mardi Gras land of New Orleans right now. We're into carnival season. I moved here from Chicago about 2.5 years ago, so basically just been here during the pandemic.
That's right. And I remember your journey. I remember following because what I love, if you guys don't follow her on Facebook, she gives a play-by-play of her life. And when I tell you, you need your own cameras following you, girl. Okay.
I'm constantly like, where are the cameras? I'm like,
literally
recording this. Is this the Truman Show? Like, what is going on?
Girl, your life is the Truman Show.
That's how Seriously. I feel all the time. That's literally how I
feel. I'm totally gonna manifest you guys like a reality show of Jeezy's life, because when I tell you, like, it is literally so. Like, can you share with us your journey in moving to, and then also why did you move to Chicago? I mean, why did you move to New Orleans from Chicago?
I moved, well, I've always wanted to live down here. I started coming to visit here, I think in 2005, and I've been performing here for quite a few years, about 10 years now. I come down here every year, once, twice, 3 times a year. So I just always wanted to live here and dreamed of living here, but had never fully actually made any real plans to. But I was trying to get the hell out of Chicago. No offense, Chicago. But it's like we needed a break.
I know, that's right.
I needed a break for the love to continue in my heart, I was like, if we continue on this way, I'm gonna hate you, and I don't want to hate Chicago because I don't. I was like, I don't want to look at you, girl. So we need to say,
Were you originally from Chicago? Born here and everything?
I'm from St. Louis.
Oh, okay.
But I lived in Chicago for 14 years.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, long time. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I had just moved into an apartment, finally got an apartment of my own, just had knee surgery, and then as soon as I moved in there, the building got sold to a shitty management company. They gave everybody like 30 days to leave. Like 30 days. Me and everybody in the
Was this
apartment.
2020?
This was 2019.
2019 still.
Yeah,
So
2019.
right before it starts.
Right before. Yeah, they gave everybody
Okay.
30 days. Where am I supposed to move in 30 days with one fucking leg?
Oh my God.
Like, I was like, where am I supposed to go? And my best friend had moved here the summer before, and then her mom suddenly passed away. And I felt
Sorry.
like it was just like all these signs coming
Wow.
together that was like, I feel like I needed to be with her.
Yeah.
Needed to just I was like, you know what? Chicago don't want me to be here. I'm finna go.
Fucking crazy.
So I just rolled on down here.
And yeah, and mind you, like the journey there has been, wouldn't you say, it's been kind of like it's been tough in the sense of like there's been a lot of like curveballs thrown at you, girl. Like
I mean, I went through my first hurricane.
Yes.
I was
Can
like,
you tell us about that?
I was like, can't wait to get out of snowpocalypse. Can't wait to get out of polar vortex. Now I got to worry about if my roof gonna fly off.
Oh my God. Is that what happened to you? Is that what happened to your place?
My roof luckily did not fly off. But the kitchen ceiling did begin to cave in.
Oh my God.
From all like the water damage. And
yeah. So guys, this was the hurricane of 2021.
Yes, Hurricane Ida.
Hurricane Ida. And so countless, if you guys didn't know, if you guys live under a rock, this hurricane like literally was so horrible for, if you're not familiar, the south of the US, that we get around that section of Florida and New Orleans, Louisiana, Texas, even, they get hit with the hurricane, and it just seriously just it depends though, right? Because it's like sometimes it can really just
misses you. Sometimes it's like coming in strong, and then by the time it gets to the land, it's not as crazy. Or sometimes it just destroys everything.
Yeah.
And I was out of town.
You were out of town.
Evacuate. I had happened to go out of town the day of the hurricane.
Oh my God.
I didn't really, you know what? I was like, I need to sign up for some type of text notification because I wouldn't watch the news. I was like, how was I supposed to know? I didn't know.
You didn't know?
I heard little bits and pieces, but I didn't really know what was going on, or I would have maybe done more to try to secure the home. I don't know.
Wow.
And
what was your place just like, because you have a cat too? Like what?
My cat was with my boyfriend.
Got you.
And they had a time. He had to evacuate with the cat. The cat done hid somewhere. He done trying to catch him for 2-3 hours.
Mr. Kathy, is that his name?
Yes. They had to drive like 19 hours to get to Texas. Like, I was lucky that I had already left. I just had to stay gone for a long time.
Oh, so, and then you kind of, at that point, did you reach out to the community and like, you kind of just like, in a sense, like found some place to kind of like hunker down for a little bit?
When I was in Hot Springs with my friends performing, and then from there I went to Dallas and Arlington, Texas, and picked up some last minute emergency gigs. Thank God.
Yeah, thank God. Thank God.
I had to go to Walmart, buy some panties. I only packed clothes to be gone for like 2 days. It was a hot mess, but like I said, I was lucky that I wasn't in the thick of it.
Right, and nobody got hurt, right? In a sense of like people.
Yeah. But the recovery was long for people's homes and businesses.
Yeah. Did you end up moving, or did you stay in the place that you like?
I'm still in this shitty ass apartment. They fixed the ceiling finally. It only took them like a month.
Wow. You guys, I literally was like watching a soap opera when I would go on Facebook, and I would just like tune into what's going on in Jeezy Juke's land. Like, I'm like, Jeez Loueez, what's going on in your labyrinth? And then there was a whole chapter with Mr. Kathy, her cat, and like where I think Mr. Kathy like ran away or
for like 4 days. The internet was shook. We were all glued to our social media for updates.
Wow.
People in England were like, where is this cat? He came back. Spoiler alert.
And which I'm a cat lady myself. I have my Georgie Pants is gonna probably join us in the background whenever he wants. But I was like desperately like, where's Mr. Kathy? Like I was so invested.
It's just chilling under somebody's porch. Like, what are you doing? Do you
right?
like this life of luxury that I'm providing to them
Do I not give you food every damn day? Come on, cat.
multiple
Like,
times a day. Like, what are you talking about? Ugh, I couldn't
literally.
believe it.
By the way, G's like we're fully cannabis friendly here, so I will be getting high. I am high. I'm
Do
smoking
it.
smoking
Love
my
it.
Bebo pen right now. A little bit of,
Support it.
a
I
little bit of
support
sativa in my life. So just letting you know too. However, I don't know. It's not cannabis is still not legal and
No, that also was some bullshit. As soon as I moved out of
right.
Illinois, they gonna legalize weed. Like I haven't been buying it,
Right.
keeping up the economy
The
for
literally when you left, it
as soon
became legal.
as soon it was a slap in the face. I couldn't believe it.
Really? Yo,
Like
Chicago
then
was
I also found this old Facebook status where I was like, if Lori Lightfoot gets voted to be mayor, I'm moving.
hey, and look at that. You done brought her to us. Thank you.
I said I'm
We
leaving.
over here dealing with this shit. God damn. Like, thank you.
Lucky.
Wow, total manifestation right there. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I said I'm leaving.
You know what though? I'm actually really curious because I don't know your backstory of you getting into burlesque dancing. And then first of all, I want to actually give a proper like say definition in a sense too, like your what you feel like what is burlesque dancing to you. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
It's always all burlesque dancers are like this is such a loaded question because you also want to make sure you answer it
I
correctly.
and that's why I wasn't gonna do it, girl, because
But
I'm
there's
not,
also 50 billion definitions. There's so many definitions. It's also individually defined. To
right, right.
me, okay, I'm gonna say first off, I feel like the easiest way is people are like burlesque is the art of the striptease. Okay.
Okay.
But do I think all burlesque necessarily has all elements of striptease? Not necessarily. I've seen
Okay.
some great burlesque with no titties to be found. You know, kept their
Alrighty.
clothes on the whole time.
The pasties or just like
They
a
didn't
whole
even
bra.
we didn't even get to the pasties. Things
Okay.
I done did burlesque acts where I'm like, am I technically just dancing or I'm doing burlesque? I feel like burlesque is a genre of dance at this point. We have like moves, there's certain moves,
Very
there's
much.
technology, there's different genres of burlesque, but I feel like, yeah, it's also a lot of people define it as satire,
Okay.
mockery, parody, like you can mock like celebrity culture, politics. It's also glamour, it's sex appeal.
Okay.
It's basically where modern day stripping came from.
So thank you so much for that. Cause
Yeah.
I wanted to know from a professional, like, do you consider stripping and burlesque to be one and the same or different? Or like,
They're
what is
definitely sisters. I mean, I
okay.
don't know if somebody think that a strip club just popped up out the blue one day in 1975 out of nowhere. You're wrong. Like, what are
Right.
you talking about? Like, not one
Right.
person was just like, I'm gonna make a strip club. It evolved and grew from burlesque, which grew
Okay.
from vaudeville. And obviously, burlesque and stripping are different and also one and the same.
Okay. And
Burlesque
vaudeville is what? Is like, what is vaudeville compared to burlesque?
Vaudeville is like the old, like, before there was movies, when
Uh-huh.
you had to physically go to the theater with your ticket and your little coin, and there would be, like, comedians,
Uh-huh.
chorus girls, two guys doing their little comedy bits. Basically everything that you would see at a modern day variety show, but just
Okay.
a lot more comedy, skits, slapstick, and then of course in there you got minstrel shows.
Which ones?
Minstrel shows, the blackface shows like the Al
Wait a minute. I
Jolson.
didn't know that was the proper
That's a part
term.
of vaudeville.
Menstrual? It's called menstrual.
Minstrel
Like
show.
in our menstrual cycle? What?
No, it's
Oh.
spelled differently. It's spelled M
I
I
was
N.
like menstrual
I think
shows. What are
it's
these?
spelled like
Girl,
MINSTR.
school us. Yeah, see,
Yeah.
I didn't know. That's why I was like, I want to get the tea from the
Minstrel
professional.
shows. Well, there's
Hmm.
racism
Yeah.
all over the place. But
Fully.
vaudeville was basically a form of theater that involved a lot of comedy and like chorus girls, and then from there is where burlesque grew, and
Uh-huh.
then as like movies started to pop up, and then you know more things like pornography, and then a lot of like burlesque houses got shut down. A lot of them turned
Mhm.
into, strip clubs. And that's where stripping comes from.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
So burlesque is the OG, guys. It's the
Yeah. Mhm.
okay, we
I
pay
mean, burlesque
homage.
dancers were getting arrested and losing their
Um,
lives and getting raided all the time for being, they were considered sex workers of that time.
uh-huh. So
Hmm.
yeah,
They
in
were.
a sense, okay, so that's a great kind of because I was gonna say, do you consider is burlesque dancing or the artistry of burlesque sex work? Is it considered that?
I don't consider it, but it's under the umbrella.
Got you.
You know,
Got
I
you.
don't I don't think all burlesque dancers are necessarily sex workers, but I think that everyone needs to be aware of whorephobia
Thank
within,
you.
within your own bubbles too. And
Girl.
yeah, so I
Yeah.
feel like burlesque is not sex work, but there's people that still lose their jobs over burlesque and still have to fight in court over custody of their kids because they do burlesque and they try to use that
Really?
against them. Like it happens all the time.
Wow.
So it can still be a threat.
Mm-hmm.
You are still, especially if you're a woman using your body, like that still is a threat in America
Very
in
much so. I
a
mean,
way.
they're
Of
taking our
course,
rights
yeah.
away in Texas
Hmm.
as we speak.
Yeah, of course now people consider it more like, theater, but also it just depends on the show. It
Okay.
to me. Like there's
Would you
some.
consider Jeezy Juke like a vaudeville type of show, or is
Well,
Jeezy Juke
that's
joints?
funny because one year we got voted best adult show like for Chicago Mag.
Oh, cute.
And
Okay.
like, but that's hard to market. Like what does that
Right.
mean? Like best adult show? Like yes, it is an adult
It
show.
is.
It is an adult
Yes.
show, but
Got
like that
you.
phrasing was just like weird. You know what I mean?
Very much so. Very much. Because the thing is, like, and this is, I think you now, because I think I saw that you're doing pole dancing as well. And you're like, which I
Mhm.
fucking love that you're like taking classes,
Yeah.
that you're like getting on that pole girl. But at the same time, there is that, like you said, whorephobia bullshit in the sense
Mhm.
of like, oh, I'm not a stripper, I'm a pole dancer. And that whole like,
Yeah, no,
you
we're not
know,
having that up in here.
I love
Absolutely.
it. Yeah.
We're
Cause
not
it's
having
like,
that at the joint. We're not having that. I'm not having that in no circles that I'm trying to
okay,
find. Absolutely. Not in no pole studio I go to or work at. Absolutely
I love
not.
it. I love it. Cause that's the thing. It's like, we're all trying to like because I think it's at the end of the day we're all artists, right? We're all artists and we have a craft that we train really hard and and it is a talent, you know what I mean? And it's a skill level that to get on stage and do what you do, GZ, that's something that no like it's and especially the way you do it, right? Like like it can't be like somebody from off the street just can't do that and expect it. Like it's
Mhm.
amazing, and then like when I remember when we did when I performed it because I enjoyed the show too and I watched all the other performers, I was amazed. I was just like, look at all this damn talent. And it's
Yeah.
just like, at the end of the day, it's like fuck the whorephobia. Like, why can't we just celebrate each other's talents?
Mhm.
You
And
know?
sensuality and everything. And
Right.
especially like I consider Jeezy's Juke Joint definitely like a variety, cabaret, vaudeville kind of show. But then we have the Hot Box, which is basically like our own strip club.
Which I never got a chance to check out the hot box, but I've
You
heard,
better
girl. Oh,
come
I
to the next
heard.
one, March 26th.
You the hot box too is coming?
Yeah, that's gonna be
Oh,
the last night of Juke Joints. So
oh,
just
cute. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna put you on the list. I'm gonna put you on the list.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I want to check it out. And you guys, I will put if you guys are in the Chicagoland area and then March is, just around the corner. You guys have to come and check out the show. Okay.
Yeah.
I will be in the audience cheering everybody on too. So and I can't wait to see. I chose Friday night, of course, because the night you're hosting, correct? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
was like, let me go ahead and do that night. So it's cute. I'm gonna bring
Yeah,
my co-host. It'll be cute. So
love it.
cute, cute. Well, okay. So more about kind of how you got into burlesque. Like, so basically, how did Jeez Loueez come to be a burlesque artist to this, like right now? Like,
Okay. Well, in, well, okay. When I turned 18, when I was 18 or 19, I went to my first like amateur night at the strip club because
mm,
me and my boyfriend needed $300. And
I
he
know
was
that's
salty
right.
about it. And I was like, you clearly don't have $300. So Okay. He was mad because his mom took me to the strip club that she used to work at.
Yes. Come on
And she
now,
like
mom.
showed me all the ropes. She like showed me how to collect the money and like get up and blah blah blah. It was so cute.
I live.
Yeah, she
That
was
is
great.
very cute.
She was great.
Okay.
So yeah, that was my. I was like, okay, this is cute. I love strip club. I'm all about it. So when I was in Chicago going to school, I was like, I need to work at the club again because I'm poor. And so I started doing it a little bit on and off. And around the same time, a few of my friends were in, or one of my friends was in a burlesque that had just started. And it was like they had were born out of doing a fundraiser for like a theater company, which is like how all burlesque troops came to be. like
Uh-huh.
in like 2008 9 it was like you got together for some fundraiser and then you're like, let's do burlesque. I
Cute.
want to wear black fishnets and ruffle butt panties,
Okay.
you know? And so I was like, I really want to choreograph because I was trying to be a choreographer at the time. I was like, I want to choreograph for this troupe. And then somebody dropped out and they needed a replacement at the last minute. And they're like, Jeezy, will you replace this person? You clearly are a performer. You've been a stripper, so you're fine doing this on stage. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And I've been doing it ever since then, and that was 13 years ago. Yeah.
Wow.
Literally
Amazing.
just been doing it ever since that day. I learned about burlesque in college,
Okay.
as a part of like theater history because I went to school for musical theater.
Okay, so that's what you went to school for music. Where'd you go?
I went to Columbia
I knew
College.
you. I knew you were a Columbia girl.
You
Yeah, I
know,
knew it. I
fun.
knew it.
Come on, they're
The
wacky.
Columbia girls are mad creative. Okay.
No, create.
Yes, I see that. Okay, cute, cute.
Yeah, so yeah, I just was still in school, so I started doing burlesque while I was in school.
Okay, for
And
sure.
then I
And then,
did.
and just in a sense of like, it's fun, you're making money, and like, did you ever think that you were gonna take it like professionally and like kind of like that be your?
No, I don't think I really saw what any type of burlesque future looked like at that time because I didn't know enough people like at that time
Mhm.
to really know like what it could be or how large the community was or how many people were really doing burlesque around the world. And so, no, I just was like, this is great. It's another way to perform. Like, what I really loved was that, especially going to school for musical theater, you're just constantly in the chorus, constantly saying some dead white man songs,
Okay.
constantly being miscast in some weird way. And like, it was just nice to be having like creative control of
Very
my
nice.
own art.
Love that. And which
Yeah.
is so important because it's like having the scope of like from a black person, it's like most important as opposed to like being on a show for a white person like trying to write
Hmm.
as from the black perspective,
Yeah.
right? It's just
Yeah.
such a different.
Or they're
Happy
not
Black History Month, by the way.
even, like, yeah,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
people not, or there's teachers or people not even having like enough material to even give you anything that's black at all. It's
Very
not
much
the
so.
whiz, So
So then, okay, so then basically, did you have now because you've been in burlesque for 13 years now? Were there any like stereotypes or anything like that when it comes to burlesque that you've seen like so often that you wanted to like squash? Because it's like now
yeah.
this is me just not doing my like honestly like that's why I'm like I ask the questions here. You're the professional, not but like is there like oh like burlesque all burlesque dancers are supposed to be a certain size or a certain color or, like no like it's just burlesque is like for everyone, right? I'm
Well,
assuming.
I thought that I could not really do burlesque because I wasn't like have an hourglass figure or like didn't have like boobs, like come on, look at what's happening. Nothing. Nothing's happening here.
That hey,
I used to
listen.
think that like burlesque was for people that had like, a Coke bottle body. Even though
Okay.
like I'm slim and I clearly have like thin light skin privilege, like I fucking know that.
She's
But
slim thick, y'all. She's slim thick.
I ain't even no slim thick. I'm just skinny as fuck. And so I just didn't know that like my whole life growing up, I've felt like my body type wasn't desirable. I was always called boyish or string thing or skinny or blah blah blah. And so I didn't think that my body type would be desirable or acceptable. which I
Okay.
feel like most people feel the opposite, especially if you're like plus size. You would think that my body type is automatically, accepted or seen. But yeah, I felt really self conscious about it. I had
Really?
stereotype. I was like, how am I gonna twirl tassels when I don't even my titties not even moving? Is that possible for me? Like, can I do that? And so
But
that's
like
why
with these
I always felt
tassels
like I
though.
leaned on comedy a lot, obviously because I'm
Uh-huh.
naturally hilarious. So it's not really hard. But I just also felt like I had to be funny to distract, especially like working in
Oh.
strip clubs. Like, I'm completely terrified to work in a black ass strip club.
Really?
Like, I went to one time, like 6 months ago, and I was like, I
Oh my God. Really?
was like, I got no ass. I'm not thick.
You're like eating all the red beans and rice and cornbread you
I was
can.
like,
You're
I
like,
got 4C hair. Oh, stressed out. I was like, I need to sew in. I
I'm
don't know
done. I'm
what.
done. Not a sew in.
Yes, I
Girl.
look like every time I like clearly, I don't know what it is, but people in the strip club are always like, "Why are you working in the strip club? You don't look like you need to be." Which I like
That's
hate. I hate when people say that anyway because that's
for
rude. Because
sure.
people are there because they want to, not because everyone is like downtrodden and on drugs. Like some people just work at the strip club because they like it, and that's
Right.
fine. But
Right.
like, I don't know. I feel like I just stand out. Like I feel like I do not blend it, which is also fine. But I have to rely on my personality a lot. Okay.
But the thing is, like, you know, like you guys, if you ever seen Jeez Louise like perform, like she has like the most elaborate like wardrobe. Girl, I'm still dying over those feathers, like those, but like those that you got donated to you, those
Mhm.
giant like
Yes, the
gorgeous.
fans.
The fans. Oh my God. Like, and then just like I've seen her perform. Like it's a show, you guys. And she is so beautiful on stage. I don't know what the hell you talking about.
Well, that's
Okay.
why, like, in burlesque, that's why I feel like I can be the stripper that I truly feel like I am inside.
Ah, very
You know,
cool. I love
like at the
that.
strip club, it feels like you're the stripper that the customer wants you to be because it's more
Huh.
skills.
I got
You're
you.
selling a product, which is your time and attention and body. And
Okay.
burlesque, I'm selling this performance.
Okay. Now,
This
mind
ex-
you, like you okay, so because I can really align with you with the whole like because I went when I was living out in Australia, girl, I tried because girl, I
Mhm.
listen, I needed money. Okay. So
Yeah,
I was like, I can be on the pole. All right, no problem there. So
yeah.
I went my happy ass down to that white ass strip club and said, "Hi, I would like to apply to be a stripper." And then they were just like, "Okay, bitch." Took a photo of me. They're like, "Okay, we'll call you." Bitch, I
Yeah.
never got that call. Never got that call. And like, mind you, I would like
Oh.
it was full, but the thing is, it was full of Aussie white girls, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then one girl, though, there was one black girl, but she was like motherfucking like, what do you call it? She was like Serena Williams, like fucking
Mm-hmm.
so I was like, there's no way I could like compare to her. Like, Jesus Christ, you know? So,
Yeah.
but at the same time, though, I don't wouldn't you say that like because your experience, in the strip club scene, it's like there's a person for everyone, right? So it's like, why not hire me
Exactly.
on? I could bring
But
on a different
I think
clientele.
my issue was that I thought, when I was younger, I naively thought stripping was about dancing and stripping. And I'm a stage girl, not a floor girl. Like,
I hear
once
that.
I gotta like talk to people and like
Yep.
I don't like feeling like I have to convince somebody to want to give me this money. Like, I
Uh-huh.
don't fucking care. I just want to do my little dance, twerk, have the money rain down, do my little pole tricks. Like, I'll talk to you at the table and stuff, but as soon as
Yeah.
I gotta be like try to get them to get VIP, that's when I'm like, oh, I just want to do the stripping part. And that's like 10% of it. Your
Really?
stripping
Because
is
I'm the
just
same as you, girl. I'm like, I'd rather do everything you said. I'm like, give me that.
the stage time is basically your commercial for all the real work you got to do talking to these fucking people for 9 hours.
Oh my God, the
Trying to get
ghetto.
them to get dances and VIP. And I'm so bad. I just don't care. I do not have that like extreme hustle spirit. I'll just be like, sir, please leave me alone. I'm done. Like,
You don't want this money? No, I'm gonna talk to you.
well,
Whatever.
I'm not, if someone's like, no, I'm not finna be, I just will move on. Like, I really just want to dance.
So
Be
literally, that's
okay.
amazing because then that's literally amazing, because you literally then curated. You know what I mean? Like you curated your shows and like, your gigs in a sense of like how it can, so it could be that. Very
Mhm.
much that. And the thing is like it's paid off because like didn't you win awards in
Yeah,
burlesque?
I've got some awards.
Yeah, what are
Yeah.
those awards? Come on, tell me
Yeah.
about your awards.
2012 Miss Viva Las Vegas.
Okay.
2013 Shimmy Showdown
All
champion.
right.
I was voted number 10 most influential burlesque figure of the decade. I
Very
was
nice.
voted number 1 in the world twice. Got the Silver Tusk Mentor Award.
Come on now.
Jesus Juke Joint Best Adult Entertainment.
Very good. Oh, y'all heard it. The receipts,
Right
it's
here.
like the list is long. Okay. So yeah, so I mean, that's amazing, by the way.
I could do my little thing on the stage and then talk to you for 2 minutes and then be like, thanks for coming, gotta go, bye.
Okay. Okay. Love it. Love it. Well, okay. So like I love the fact that, I have you on the show to kind of like educate, my the listeners to like really, because the thing is I'm sure like some people they're not really like talking to burlesque dancers all the time, and
Right.
asking, so like this is where I love to kind of like ask those questions and kind of also just from your perspective too, because like you said, it's all subjective, it's all different, there's all different type of people. And I love though your show in a sense because it's super inclusive. Not only it's burlesque, but then we have, like you said, you have comedians, pole dancers, all sorts of like people. It's a show, it's a variety show.
Mm-hmm.
So are there any sort of shows or gigs that you want to like announce that you're doing? Because right now, so currently you are in New Orleans. However, you do travel and you do gigs all over, right? Are there anything like, is there anything up and coming that you
Well,
want to like?
right now, basically focusing on Jeezy's Juke Joint. That's what
Okay.
everybody who's listening to this needs to be focusing on that too.
Yes.
That's really all you need to be worried about. That's
Okay.
all you need to care about for the next 2 months. Get your tickets. Even if you can't
Yes.
come, if you're like, bitch, I live in Washington, I don't know, tweet it, twat it, tell somebody about it.
There
Like,
you
tell
go.
everyone that you know to come
There
to
you
the
go.
show.
Is it virtual too? Can you go virtual
Hell
too?
no!
Okay, I was
No!
just, giving people the option.
I did a streaming show. When I tell you, trying to stream a live show,
Is it the ghetto?
it is so much more than just like setting up your little phone and pointing it at the stage. Like, you got to have, first of all, not decent, you got to have professional level internet. Okay?
Ooh, right.
Like,
Right.
you got professional level internet. You got to have two different angles.
There you go.
You
Yep.
got to have Ethernet, like, it's, girl, no.
I just triggered.
You gotta
Just
pay
triggered her.
You gotta pay somebody to do all that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
We'll take some video and then we'll put them on the internet later.
Okay.
Later.
Very well. And that's what the show I was in, because you could watch back like, and then I had and then you were nice. So then like, yeah, you were so nice enough to like, she gave us, you guys, like Jeezy hooked us, all the dancers and performers, up with like clips of them performing, like, because she had professional cameramen to like videographers and things. And then not only that, like people could tip out the dancers and performers. So girl, I thought, now mind you, I thought I was done. I you gave me my money to do the show. I was like, okay, yeah, cute. And then I had some more money coming later. I was like,
that's what
we don't deserve her.
What? I love paying people.
I love it. And it's so important too. It's so important because it's, I don't know. I'm kind of like, I'm a little bitter, I guess, in a sense of like, where I'm like, I don't see that often. And I've been on the other side of things where I've been kind of fucked over and promised things. And then all of a sudden you're like, wait, oh, I never got that. Oh, okay, never mind,
Like, knock, knock.
So, right. Well, with you were like, here, girl, this is the money you earned. And I was like, oh, wasn't expecting that. I was like, thank you. So, so shout out to you.
Yeah, the audience loves to tip. That's one of their favorite things to do is throw money.
Make it rain.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, make it rain. So You guys, let's go ahead and make it rain on Jeezy when she comes into Chicago and performs, because I will be there making it rain on her for sure. Thank you so much. Like, honestly, like, I think I learned a lot in the sense of this time for like when it comes to burlesque, because the thing is, like, I didn't know more on the history of burlesque properly in a sense too, because like I don't want to misquote, and I don't want to have the burlesque girls mad at me, okay? Because that is one community.
I'd be like,
Woo! That's a community I don't want to piss off, okay, guys?
You know what we used to say back in the day? We used to say burlesque is classy stripping.
What is
But
that? What is
that's
that?
horrophobic. Exactly, that's horrophobic.
That's
It
offensive.
was
Yeah.
2010, okay? We didn't know.
Classy.
It was. I know exactly. That was like an easy, succinct way to explain to like the common man. You know.
Right.
Well,
Right.
they're like, oh, you're not like the girls in the club, and it's like,
so what? And so what?
We can't be having that. We can't be having that because I'm also like, we are also the girls who are gonna be in the club later. So
that part.
We're both
that part.
And so yeah, like sometimes it used to be easier to just explain it that way, but then you know you're also giving off an impression when you say that.
True.
So,
and I see what
also, sometimes when you're talking to some dumbass man, just that's the easiest way to be like, oh, you know, it's like fancy shirt where we have feathers and stuff, and then they're like, oh, okay. And when you say like feathers and thing, they're like, oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah. It's like, oh, no, I can paint the picture.
But when you're like, oh, well, it's satirical parody of, but they're like, what?
But are there titties though?
They're like,
are there titties?
Am I gonna see a titty or not? I'm like, you're gonna see about 90% of one.
That okay? Just because the areola is the most offensive thing on the planet.
Drinking alcohol and seeing areola, like that's too crazy.
God forbid you have a little alcohol and you see an areola.
Yeah, that's
okay. What are they scared of? Is this girl gonna be lactating and squirting or something? Like, what are they?
They're scared of their own selves. You're not worried about us. You're worried about being an uncontrollable, problematic man who can't control himself. So then you want to blame the women and the liquor when it's you, bitch.
That part. Can we quote that? It's a quotable.
I drink and see titties every day of my life. I've harassed a nan person. My life is intact. My family is thriving, okay?
Mr. Kathy is eating. Yeah. He's happy, goddammit.
The American fabric is still woven together.
Okay. No, I never understood that shit either. Jeez, I was just kind of like, what?
I mean, it's the same reason why half the strip clubs in different cities, you can either have alcohol or stripping, and you can't have both.
You can't have both, right?
I worked at the dang BYOB strip club in Chicago, downtown. What was that?
Wait, what? Really?
There was a strip club that was BYOB. They served no alcohol. But tell me this, they sure had a 2-drink minimum of your little Red Bull and your cranberry, which was $8.
Okay.
It was $30 to get in.
Damn.
So then by the time they come to you, you're like, this motherfucker done already spent $90 just to come in here.
Just to come in. Right. And like, ooh. And then the thing is, like, so how was it, did it, I'm sure it affected you like greatly in a sense, like the pandemic and everything. Like, were you working during the pandemic? Like, because obviously, like, in the sense, like, or were the clubs open during
I had worked at a club down here for like 1 month, and then I left during Mardi Gras season to like hang out because I wanted to like have Mardi Gras, and then it was pandemic, so then I never went back.
Got you.
And I've only been back to one, like 6 months ago, the Black Ass Club. And I felt stressed out because there was no mask. But this was like also pre like Delta time. So it just was like, it was during that summertime where everyone was footloose and fancy free. Right. And then it started to get a little murky.
I was
like, I'm not trying to be out here.
Dude, because that's the thing.
I was like, I don't know what it's like working in the clubs now. I have a lot of friends that still do. Yeah. I have not personally been in one since pandemic. Other than one time. So.
Got you. And then you said there weren't that many, like the masks?
At the place I went to, but I know the other girls, other locations, they got to wear masks. And I'm just like, this all stressed me out.
Stress. Yeah.
I barely got on titties. My whole face and personality, my selling point. Now you can't even see that. on.
I'm screaming. No. Oh my God. I can't.
Break. Like, no.
You're like, what can I do?
What? You're taking away all that I have.
Literally. Well, I didn't think of it. You're right though. Like crazy.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I've not been up in there to know what's going on, but I want to go audition to one. I tried to go 2 weeks ago, and the security guard wouldn't even let me in because I didn't have a physical copy of my social security card. I have never been to a club ever in my life. Okay, I've been to at least 6 of them hoes. I've never been to a club that require me to have the physical copy of the social security card before I even got to walk in the building.
Yep. You know what, boo? You know what, boo? Because okay, so I went to Essence Fest. Fuck, it was years ago, and so I was there. Kiki was cute, and then when I was down there, I really was like, you know what? Go ahead and make a little cash. You know what I'm saying? Nobody know me out here. Whatever. Let me get a little amateur night on. You know what I'm saying? I seriously was. Because I went to this, because I always go and pole dance whenever I go into the city. And so I hit up the girls and they were telling me, like, yeah, like one girl was from Oregon. She's from Portland. And she was like, yeah, I'm about to go work at so-and-so like tonight. You want to come through? And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna go work. I'm gonna get some money. I'm like, what? Yeah. Say less. But then, girl, I found out that you had to have your physical social security card.
Who's carrying that around? Ooh. Like, you're not supposed to be carrying that around.
You're not supposed to.
No.
Do you know why that? Do you know why that rule changed? Do you know why?
Why?
Well, the rule I heard, the girl told me basically was that they had to instill that rule in because too many people from like out of the country were coming in and like working, I guess, and making money, and then like, you know, obviously the government was trying to get their cash, you know, trying to get.
I feel like you at this point, how many applications and forms we done filled out where we just write the number down and then you can check it in the system. Like,
True.
Like, I can't lie about what the number is.
Right. So, and you're gonna find out eventually when you, you know, it's fine. Yeah. So that's what I heard, because I was like, what the fuck? Because I didn't know. I was like, I thought you could just come down here and then, you know, shake some ass for a little bit of cash, and then, you know, if you wanted to. But then they were like, nah, they changed the rules. I was like, well, damn.
Probably was because of the raid that happened a couple years ago.
Really? Well, raid. They came in and would do what? They do raids?
They are still be raiding. I don't even remember. It was before I lived here, so I don't know.
Wow, that's crazy. No, I didn't realize in that sense, but like, it makes sense. It makes sense. Shit, they're still doing raids for cannabis, so they're still doing raids for weed. So, but oh my God, I literally, like, you guys, Jeezy's so fun to talk to. I could sit here all day and talk with her, but I'm not going to, because I did not promise that for her. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a quick little break. And then when we come back, we're going to do my favorite meditate, masturbate, medicate segment. All right, we'll be back. This episode was brought to you by Lost Farm. From the makers of Kiva Confections comes Lost Farm. Strain-specific, plant-based, 10 milligram THC edible gummies and chews infused with what? 100% live resin and solventless live resin for a distinctively full spectrum, true to the plant high. Novices need not apply. Must be 21 or older to consume. And we are back, everyone. You know what it's time for? It's time for meditate, masturbate, and or medicate. Ooh. So, you guys, if you guys know or don't already know, this is a sexual wellness segment, or our mental health segment, so to speak. Also, you know, our cannabis or psilocybin segment. So you can kind of choose anything in that category. And yeah, it's all about wellness, you know, woman's wellness in that sense. Or but I am excited to see what you choose, because I feel like you can kind of like get into like all three, but I want to see which one do you choose?
I'm gonna choose medicate.
Yes, medicate. Okay, cute. Medicate. So now we don't promote big pharma in this bitch, because fuck them. So fuck big pharma. So yeah, so what do you choose? So do you dabble in cannabis at all, or?
Every day of my life.
Yes.
All
she
day,
smokes, y'all.
Day. I smoke it, I eat it, I drink it, I rub it on my leg.
So you have a cute, that makes me happy. I'm gonna send you a little care. I'm gonna send you a little care package. I got you. I'm gonna send you a little something. I have like a CBD balm, like a CBD, like potent CBD balm. It's as good with like aches and pains and things like that. I got you. I
Yeah,
got you.
I was just in Seattle last month or 2 months ago, and I got this CBD THC Tiger Balm
Mm.
that I would just slather
Talk to
on
me
my
nice.
body.
Yes.
Slather it
Yes.
all over my body. I don't care if I'm smelling like Tiger Balm all day. It
No, that
feels so
sounds
nice.
sickening. It's a tiger balm with CBD and
Especially,
THC.
yes, especially after a bath, girl. It's too good.
Woo!
I left there with like 3 containers.
I know that. And that's in
Yeah.
Seattle? It was in Seattle?
Yeah, I went to Seattle because you could just walk into the dispensary. Like, when is that going to be my life? When is
Yeah.
that going to
So
be my life?
do you think that's ever gonna change in like New Orleans? I know it's a
Yes,
tough
it's gonna
city.
change the day I move out this bitch.
I know, right? Literally when Jeezy decides to leave, that's when we're like, all right,
It's
guys,
gonna be like, all right.
we're legal. Like you'd be like,
Um,
the fuck?
I feel like it's gonna change. I feel like it's gonna
Yeah.
change. I feel like, yeah, maybe not in the whole state, but I feel
Right. I was like, the South girl.
we're
Woo!
gonna have a dispensary up in
The
here.
South is
Yeah.
tough. Oh my
I
goodness.
know,
Yeah.
but listen, everybody smokes weed now.
Everybody does.
Like,
Everybody does.
now that we're
Well, you
trying to
know, it was just you.
stigma,
You
I
know,
mean,
everybody smokes, but even the fucking cops and shit. So they're just using it in a sense of like to keep us down. You know what I mean?
exactly. So
It's
I'm
literally
yeah.
this innocent little plant that literally grows in literally in my backyard in my because I grow my own weed, girl. I have a greenhouse. I grow that shit. You're telling me that shit is so awful and so fuck like,
Ugh,
come on
it's so
now.
frustrating.
It's
It's so frustrating.
extremely,
Yeah.
extremely. Okay,
Hmm.
so you smoke it, you eat it, you drink it, all that, all that, all that, all that, all that. What are you smoking on lately? Do you have
All
like
of
a
that.
specific strain you like, or do you like sativas or hybrids or
Well,
indicas?
I'm checking out a new one. Hold on.
Ooh, I'm excited. I'm excited. I love talking weed, guys, as you already know.
Okay, I just got guava.
Oh, that sounds sexy. Oh
Guava.
my God,
Okay.
does it smell like fruity? I'm over here like, I wish it was smell-o-vision.
No, it just smells like weed. This one we got Skittles Indica.
Zittles. Yes, that's
usually
a good
avoid
one.
Okay, I usually avoid indica. I'm
Why?
tired all the time.
You're tired all the time.
All the time. I'm just always
Oh.
tired. I don't need to be taking things. I don't need downers and shit that makes me more tired. You know.
Ah, so you
So
like the
now
sativas, the
I'm using
uppers.
it. Now I'm using it at night. So now I have a little nighttime ritual, which includes y'all need to go to Purple Alien. Okay, that's purple with two
Ooh.
R's. Purple
Okay.
Alien on Instagram. These edibles have changed my life.
Oh, really?
I don't do edibles because it's like I might as well eat a bag of fucking Reese's peanut butter cups. Okay? I might as well eat a bag of Reese's because everybody that's out here like, make edibles. I'm like, okay, sure you do. I'm sure it's 10 milligrams. Wow, thanks. I need an edible that's 100 milligrams. Okay?
Ooh.
I need strength. I need power.
Gee.
My tolerance is so high, Kimbo.
Wow. Is
You
it really?
can't be coming to me with these little 10 milligrams edibles. Like, what is that? That's not
My
enough. I'm gonna eat the whole
gosh.
pack. I'm gonna eat the whole pack.
You guys, dude, 100 milligrams, her tolerance,
I
guys.
need
If you're not familiar with the like
I'm
terminology
just
of
saying.
like,
And I'm not
that's a
that's
lot.
I'm gonna eat it all at the one time. But if it's a little gummy, it can't be no
Yeah.
2 milligrams. It's gotta be 20 milligrams.
Okay. So you need a little
20
something
to 25.
stronger.
You know. But
Wow.
for
So
the big,
interesting.
like when I get a Rice Krispie treat, pack it in there. What are y'all doing?
Damn. So your tolerance is up. Do you dab at all, Bunny? Do you know what dabbing like?
I would love to dab if I knew where I could get the
Oh, that's
wax here.
right.
You
Yeah.
know,
How do you
like
get
where am I
wax off?
supposed to get that? You
Did
know,
you
and
do
I
did you
don't
did you
know
dab in
anybody.
Chicago when you were here or no?
I only do it when I go to Seattle.
Oh, Seattle. Got you. Got you.
Because
Yeah.
first of all, I have all the equipment. The first time I did
Yeah.
dabs, well, listen, the first time I did dabs, I was in a basement for like 30 hours because I did 9 dabs. Nobody told me how I did 9 dabs.
9?
I had to call my friend to come get me from the basement. I was like, Megan, I can't move. I can't leave. I've been in this person's house for like a day and a half. Like, I need you to come get me.
I'm
And
shook right now.
my best friend had to rescue me. I felt like I was Doing dabs is the most drugs I've ever felt. I was like, this is like drugs. It's like a blowtorch. Like, why is there a blowtorch?
Yes, guys, there's a blowtorch.
I felt like I was freebasing fucking weed.
That's essentially what it is. Yeah.
Then I was all in the basement. It was dark. I was like, this is a low point, this rock bottom in my life. I felt rock bottom. I was like, get me out of this basement.
Oh my God. You know what, girl, you are not wrong. Because, okay, guys, I'm going to put a little clip in here so you guys can see what dabbing and all that and what it is in a sense. But it's like, it's basically, if you look at the plant, right, there's a bud, right? There's like a flower. Bud's got many names. So what they do, and this is like, they had different methods of extracting the THC from this bud, but the best way to do it is solventless, like basically like they squish it. So like take the weed and they'll press it and you get like this sticky, like rosin type of material. So that's like a form of, concentrate, really. So that stickiness, that goo that comes out, they're taking that and they're putting it in a contraption. Usually they call it a rig and they put it inside there. But before they do that, they take a blowtorch and heat the part up. So then so it gets really hot and then they take that gooey stuff, put it inside there and smoke it.
And then, yes, I will say it was like, I felt like I was smoking, like the taste was like the cleanest.
Yes, purest. I've heard that.
It just felt like no smoke was going in my body.
Right, it's like vape. It's like a vaporized,
yeah. Like, because every time I hit a vape, I feel like I'm gonna choke to death. There's something like scratchy going on in there.
And that little burn in the back of your throat. Yep. But it's strong, right? It's very strong.
Do 9. You just can't do 9.
I would die. I just like my tolerance.
Die. No. Never in my life have I said I don't want to be high anymore.
Yeah.
And I was like, please,
9.
God, take this away from me.
Have you ever had RSO, Rick Simpson oil? It's like a really black colored, like constant. You eat it. And that's another form. So basically, but that was made because the guy that made it, whose name was Rick Simpson, he created this concentrate oil and he put it on his skin topically because he had skin cancer.
Whoa.
Yeah, and it cured his fucking skin cancer, girl. Cured that shit. However, it's a very great medicine if you're if you have cancer. And so people take that, they eat it, they ingest it, they take suppositories. That shit we recommend. It's a syringe. They have it's usually comes into like a syringe. We recommend only a grain of rice. That's how much you take of this shit. That's how strong it is. Yep.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yep. So if you ever see Rick Simpson oil, Jeezy, do not eat it.
Somebody should have told me about dabs. I don't know why my friends let me do that.
Oh my God.
Well, they were going through a dark time. So.
I could see that. I can see it. 9 dabs.
I was there for emotional support and then I ended up doing 9 dabs.
Ooh, I cannot believe that. Yeah, you had to get rescued for sure. There's no way.
Like 3 days after that. I was like, I can't. It's still a part of me. in my body forever now. That's how I feel. Like,
it's fucking in there, just fucking swimming. Yeah, it's literally in there with me.
Trying to detox. I was like, girl.
Not, I cannot. I'm like shook that you took 9 dabs. Oh my God. Now, Jeezy, do you use that? You said you smoke every day. Do you also use marijuana as medicinally as well? Do you have anxiety or anything like that? Does weed help you with that?
For everyone else's benefit. Okay.
Okay.
I don't smoke weed for me. I smoke weed for you so that I can be a person in society.
Bet.
I smoke weed for you so when you're asking me dumbass questions, I'm not popping off hurting your feelings. You know? It's really me smoking weed is for the betterment of those around me. You know? It's not about me. It's really for everyone.
It's not about me.
It's not about me. It's for everyone else, you know?
I love it. What's your sign, Jeezy?
Talk to you in the crowded place, in the social room, bitch, I'm going to be facing the blunt before I get there. And if I don't, I'm going to be sitting in the corner, and then you're going to think I have an attitude, and I don't have an attitude. I'm just don't want to talk to anybody.
Literally. I feel that energy. What's your sign? What's your sign?
I'm a Cancer sun.
My partner's a Cancer. You're a Cancer?
Cancer sun, Virgo moon, Scorpio rising. Scorpio rising makes so much sense for you. I'm like, that makes sense. And Virgo. Your Virgo's a moon? Love
that makes sense too. Very powerful signs. Very,
Mm-hmm.
very powerful. So your Cancer, though, that's your sensitive side. That's your sun. So deep down inside, would you say you're more sensitive
Oh,
and
I'm so
emotional?
sensitive. I am moody and sensitive, and I
Okay.
also am a crab, and I have a shell, and I will put it on immediately.
Okay. That makes that
Then
I
I'll
can't
also
believe you're a
cry, and then
Cancer. That's
I'll shut you out, and then I'll cry about it.
no, I have a soft. My sister's a Cancer. My partner's a Cancer. Like, I have such a soft spot for Cancers. I don't know. You were giving me like Scorpio energy, Virgo energy for real. But now that I know that you have a Cancer sun, I'm like, oh, Jesus, like a sensitive. Aw, like
No, it's
that
true.
just made me like more. I was like, okay, now I know your heart a little bit.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
cute.
a sensitive little baby.
Aw, that's really sweet. Okay, sorry guys, I'm over here like digesting her like birth chart or whatever.
Yeah.
Because yeah, that's awesome though. Okay, cute, 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 cute. Okay, so we love the shweed, we love the ganja, we all, so let's manifest, guys, that Jeezy can get some, recreational weed
Yes,
out in
and
New
I want
Orleans.
somebody to buy me a dab setup for my birthday,
Oh,
June 24th.
cute.
Okay.
Oh, so
But
you're
you
June.
also
Oh,
have
you're end of June.
end of
You're
June,
an
but you have to give me the dab wax as well.
and sativa, guys, not
Yeah,
indica.
you gotta give me
Okay.
the dab wax, because otherwise, what's the point of having all the contraptions? You know?
Very true. Very true.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it is a contraption. It's like a fucking chemistry set, guys. If you see this shit,
It's a lot.
it's a lot. And then the thing is, there's different types, right? Because I've even this is something that I'm trying to still get into because I don't dab either. Girl, I like flower. I'm a flower girl all day. Give me a flower,
And it makes me
edibles.
feel old. I'm like, am I old because I just want some regular ass weed in a fucking glass pipe? Like, at least I'm using glass. Jesus, give me that.
It does feel that way, right? Because like people are like,
Yes,
oh, but
I
you dab.
feel old. I feel like how when my grandma used to pull out like a joint, I'd be like,
What are the kids smoking nowadays? Like literally, like you go walk into a dispensary, everybody dabs in there, and they're all talking about their
all the things.
batter, butter, wax,
I feel like
shatter.
I cannot keep up with what's going on.
It's
That's
a
why I get
lot.
my little trips to Seattle,
There you
and I
go.
like to get my little doop doop.
Have you been to Portland?
I have not been to Portland in a really long time.
Okay, I haven't been. I really want to go. I really want to go. Like I'm thinking about in the next month, checking it
Mm-mm-mm.
out. Do you like that? Do you like Oregon? Like, do you like?
I
Oh,
mean,
no, that's
the
That's
last
Washington.
time I was there, Portland's Oregon. The last
And
time
then,
I was there was like 10, I want to say like 8, 9 years ago. And I
okay,
think I was there for 2 days. I don't remember anything that
okay.
happened, but I'm sure it was great.
You're like, well, I'm sure it was great. The thing is, though, the weed is super cheap out there, so that's why I'm trying to go out there. Because
Yeah,
that shit is strong too. So if you want to go out,
see, that makes sense. That
yeah, that
makes sense.
shit, because they've been in this
Yeah,
game, so
yeah,
they've been there.
exactly.
GZ, you're so fun. I literally like love talking to
Hey,
you, and I can't believe you're a Cancer. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. Oh, sorry.
yeah. Wait, what's your sign?
I'm a Taurus. I'm a Taurus.
Okay. I
Yeah.
love
Do
Taurus.
you? Oh,
Yeah.
cute. Yeah, I feel like Cancers and Taurus do
Some of my
well
best
together.
friends are Tauruses, so.
Well, look at God. Look at that. Okay. Well, so I'm a Taurus sun, but I'm a Gemini moon and a Gemini rising. So I have a lot of Gemini.
Ooh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Gemini, and the Gemini makes a lot of sense with me. It does. It really does. Because like, yeah, it's very much
Endless.
that.
I
But
love
yeah, Taurus sun, stubborn bull, you know what I'm saying? Stubborn
I
bull, prideful. I had to work on it though. Not
can
anymore. I'm working. Gotta evolve, guys. We gotta grow, right? Uh
see.
but thank you so much. Like you guys, how awesome is Jeezy? Like, I cannot wait to come and see
Hey,
you
this is
perform
so
in March.
fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We got to do it again. And you guys, let's manifest that she's gonna have cameras walking around her life soon. Because honestly, she needs it. Like when I tell you that this girl's life needs to be documented,
Yeah, y'all
it,
need to know what's going on over here. Okay.
it's a show.
You
It's a
really do.
literal show, and it's amazing. Like I love getting on the Facebook and being like, what's she up to? What's going on in her life? Like, what is this bitch going on? What's going on in here? So yeah. So right now, if you're in the New Orleans area, NOLA, check her out. She's gonna be doing gigs all the time. Jeezy, do you want to go ahead and like give your handles, websites, things that people can find you at?
Yes. So make sure you spell it correctly. You're not gonna find me. You can find me at JeeZloueez. That's Jeez Loueez spelled phonetically. On
Okay.
Instagram, on Twitter, and my website is jeezloueez.me.
Cute, cute. And
Yeah.
then I'll put all of this in the visuals in the show notes, guys, so you guys can check her out. follow her on the socials and watch her journey. Find out where Mr. Kathy's at.
Exactly.
Thank you so much again for doing the show. You've been
Thank
amazing.
you. Thanks
Can't wait
everyone
to
who's listening,
yeah.
watching.
Yeah,
Love
check
it.
her out, guys. She's great. It's gonna be a great. And then if you're in Chicago, come and join. Watch, the Jeezy Juke join. So much fun. I'll be in the audience making it rain on them.
Yes.
Can't wait to give you a big old hug. And then I'll check out the hot box too, which would be so
Yeah,
cute.
we'll put you on the list.
Thank
Put you
you.
on the
I'll
list.
be love it, love it, love it, love it. So yeah, guys.
You just,
And
anybody I put on the list, you just have to bring a black person. You can't bring a white person.
what about a Hispanic person?
That's fine.
Perfect. Okay. I'm like, got you. Okay, perfect. I love it. I love it. Well, guys, you're like that. She's should be there. No, she's my co-host. She's great. She's Latina.
Yeah.
She's a Latinx. She's
Yeah.
in the Latinx community. So she's
Yeah.
gonna be joining. She's gonna be joining on Friday. So it'll be great. It'll be great.
Awesome.
You guys, it's been great. As always, find us on the social medias. The TikTok is up and popping, y'all. So find me at Kimbology on TikTok, Instagram at Kimbology Podcast. Always send your questions and your Q&A and all that to kimbologypodcast@gmail.com. Find me on Twitter. Let's be friends and let's go ahead and give, Jeezy some love at the Chicago show or in person in NOLA. And yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for listening yet again. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.